cops, veterans, the military, they do things that make them heroes in the eyes of us Americans. They're heroes. But then again, Jesus said that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of God. So they do things that makes them heroes. Why do they do these acts, heroic acts, risk their lives? Why? Is it because of this? Or this? Or most importantly, God? Or for us Americans? Or is it for this? .99% of these heroes are doing what they do with this right here. Those sweet ass benefits. Dental insurance. Free dental. Free college. Free admission into college. Sweet ass retirement package. Lucrative. Full of this right here. So they can vacation the Florida Keys or treat their family like royalty while the rest of us starve and can't make ends meet. If they really cared about Americans, they'd use that money to help the poor. No. Don't you be deceived. Now, there are a few people who do this for noble reasons. Like when Pearl Harbor was bombed, people joined the military because they wanted to strike back and lash out at those Japan and Germany for what they did to their fellow Americans. They started out with noble reasons, but most of them quickly found out that when this was introduced into the mix, they soon found themselves doing their heroic deeds for this, not this. Or what about the heroes who died for us? Hey, nobody ever went to war thinking they were gonna die. It's a risk. It's a business venture. Making money is all about taking risks. They risked their life because they didn't really think they were gonna die. How many of them, if they knew they were gonna be killed on the battlefield, even if they're being killed would result in America winning the war, how many of you, these heroes, you think would have signed up and went anyways? Or they would have just stayed home and found the next best way to make this right here. If they were true heroes in the sight of God, they'd be doing this for love. Love of God and love of mankind, their fellow man. I'm so disgusted. Humanity is the biggest race of hypocrites and liars on the planet. The psychiatrist who's supposed to help people resolve their problems, is he doing it because he cares about the person? Even Dr. George G. Ritchie III, he died and met Jesus, so supposedly. I think it was a glorified LSD trip, but because it didn't make any difference in the way he lived. But anyways, Dr. George G. Ritchie died and met Jesus. Said Jesus was complete love. Loved everybody unconditionally, regardless of how wicked and rotten they were. Whether or not they went to heaven, Jesus still loved them and desired for them to go to heaven. But let me tell you something. he became a psychiatrist to help people. He said it wasn't easy giving up being a doctor, making what he was already making, to become a psychiatrist. But in the years since, he was glad he did that, helping with people. But let me tell you something. Was it because he really cared for people? Was it for this, or did he deceive himself into thinking, "Hey, I'm caring for people and getting paid for it, so I'm doing it for both. I'm doing something for good and getting paid for it." Let me tell you something. If he let one of his patients, almost who really needed him, this psychiatrist, be unable to pay, I'm sorry, Dr. George T. Ritchie would have dropped him. Would not have finished his counseling. So what if just one or two more sessions would have cured his neurosis? If he didn't have the money, no cure. I tried to talk to Dr. George T. Ritchie III. I asked him if I could come visit him. He's like, "I retired from psychology." I was asking him as a fellow human being, not as just a psychiatrist. But no, he didn't love me enough. And he supposedly met the love behind the universe. Like Howard Storm met the same Jesus. But this Howard Storm had shown me none of the love of Christ to me when I tried to talk to him. Hypocrites, and that Jesus is not real. Because what difference did their Jesus make in the way they lived their lives, the way they loved? I've met people who never even heard of Jesus, who were more loving than these two men who saw Jesus face to face. Ain't that some shit? So I had to question whether that Jesus was real. I had a psychiatrist. He was a man. As long as he was getting the money from my Medicaid, he was happy to talk to me, help me with our problems. But when I really needed his help, after I've stopped seeing him, I went and asked him to help me. The email Oprah on my behalf. I was trying to get on Oprah. He's like, "Look, I can't do that. If you make this quicker, or else I'm gonna have to charge you. I ain't got time. If you're gonna keep talking to me, I'm gonna have to charge you." I hope he busts tail wide open for his hypocrisy, lack of love. If reincarnation was true, I'd hope he'd be reincarnated as a snake. The heroes, they do the dirty work fighting because they don't believe that they're really gonna get killed. It's a risk. Any business venture involves risks. But nobody goes into business thinking, "Hey, I'm gonna fail." Everybody goes into business expecting to succeed somewhat. And this includes the cops and the military personnel, doing it for the money and the benefits. And the cops doing it for the power. They get to tell us what to do. They get to push us around. That's why they do it. And because one cop risks his life, gets shot in the line of duty, he is hailed as a hero. When in his personal life, he did not care. He was doing this for the money. He was doing this because it was just his job. Not because he loved the people he was helping. He was helping the people because that was his duty. That was what he was getting paid for. If the cops know you're innocent, but they're ordered to arrest you, they'll arrest you. If they were truly good cops, they would refuse to arrest you. And if it meant they got fired, their lives would be run by love, not the need for money. But then again, in an imperfect world where with that money your children starve, of course, he loves his children and his family more than he does me. So, there's no such animal as unconditional love. We only love others because we love ourselves. Because loving others makes us feel whole, makes us feel good about ourselves, makes other people want to love us. You see? It's a two-way street. A mother's love is the most tender love in reality. Well, why does the mother love her child? Because that child is an extension of the mother. She loves this child because she loves herself first. Then, because this child is an extension of her, she loves the child. And because this person is another human being, everybody desires to reach out to other people. The best form of doing this is reaching out to someone who's another person different from you but a part of you. And this makes you, because you love yourself, this person becomes an object you dearly love because this person fulfills your every need. Your need for company, and yet you need to perpetuate yourself, to propagate yourself, to make yourself bigger. So don't have me this bullshit about love. Love does not exist. It never did. It never fucking will. Not unconditional love. Not even God loves with such a love. And He is love. If God is love, I'd sure as hell hate to see God if He was hate. God's a Calvinist God. It's capricious, selfish, and creates a race of Christians that are hypocrites. A bunch of hypocrites. Oh, God saved me, but I'm nothing. I'm just a sinner. But subconsciously they're thinking, God saved me, ha 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 ha. But they won't admit it, but you know. God damn it.